The media have really started to savage Donald Trump this week. Yes, I know, from the day he got into the race, Trump has been criticized, mocked, vilified. That's nothing new, but it seems now to be going to a whole new level in the wake of a couple of misstatements and missteps by the billionaire. So now we have the New York Times editorial page accusing Donald Trump of racist lies. We have the Daily Beast executive editor, as I mentioned yesterday, saying Trump is such a racist and such a neo-fascist that all good Americans should boycott his businesses. He's really getting it over a couple of things that he has said in recent days. One of them is this notion that he, after 9/11, saw on television thousands of people in New Jersey, no one else is finding evidence of this, celebrating the Twin Towers coming down. Yes, he found a Washington Post story saying that authorities in New Jersey had detained for questioning some Muslims who perhaps were celebrating the destruction of the World Trade Center, but not thousands. At the same time, Trump retweeted what turned out to be some bogus crime statistics about black on white crime as opposed to white on black crime. Came from basically a made-up source. And Bill O'Reilly pressed him on that, and Trump said, well, I can't be expected to check every detail. And O'Reilly kind of lectured him and said, you shouldn't even be in the business of retweeting this stuff. You're running for president. So maybe some missteps on Trump's part, but what's fascinating is to look at the news coverage, because we've been through these phases where, you know, his remarks about John McCain, his remarks about Carly Fiorina's face, his calling Iowans stupid and all of that. And yet Trump's still leading in the polls, although Ted Cruz coming up in that Quinnipiac poll in Iowa, that's an interesting development. But so at first, the mainstream press said Trump can't possibly survive this. His campaign's going to implode. It's going to run out of steam. When that didn't happen about 12 or 13 times, it became, well, Trump is sort of Teflon. He's impervious to all this. And what journalists are only now trying to unravel is why media attacks on Trump's rhetoric, even when he does not stick closely to the facts, not only doesn't hurt him, but it helps him. And the reason, part of the reason has to do with the fact that nobody trusts us, that there is so little public trust in the mainstream media these days that when journalists say, aha, Trump is wrong, they say, why should I believe you? You're probably wrong. Or, you know, maybe he misstated a couple of details, but I don't really care. I like Trump. And I don't trust the mainstream media. Donald Trump knows this. He also knows that attacking the media is not only resonates with his base, but it gets him more coverage because we're our favorite subject. So Trump versus the media continues to play out as another front in the Donald Trump campaign. I keep thinking, okay, if he continues to say things that aren't quite right, eventually it'll catch up with him. But so far, it hasn't, and I don't see any sign it's going to happen anytime soon.